Hey gang, it's Ark. Welcome back to our permanent fire challenge here in the Long Dark. Ooh, I'm glad I noticed that I have so much water on me. Let's go ahead and drop some of this off. So, I've got a little bit of a plan for today. I want to head to the forge and in the process show off a little bit of new tech. Right now, let's get set to go grab that fir limb that I noticed at the end of last episode. I think I'm just going to heat up one of these birch bark teas, just in case we decide to drink that. Let's throw some fuel on Frankie here. Yeah, I kept some of my stuff here. We'll throw this fur on, and let's actually store. I never open this container anymore. Don't really have anything in here. Let's start storing some of this reclaimed, just so I have some different scrap sizes to work with. Carrying 30 sticks on me. I can, let's just drop all of them. Clean up some of these ones towards the edges. Okay, so we should be good. That's ready. Let's pull a torch. And let's go grab this. Feels like negative 15, so I'll probably use that tea. Plus I can get wind shelter over here. Doesn't look like I can. I don't think this is enough to give me wind shelter, is it? Nah, let's just go for it. Alright, drink this hot one. And I probably don't need the whole thing. I'm just gonna drink the whole thing. That's fine. Probably take some damage here anyway. Well, actually stayed warm. You know what? Since we have a little bit of temperature left, and we're gonna be wind sheltered here, let's just go ahead and grab this branch. And that stick. Oh my goodness, I just used my hatchet. Beginner mistake. I'm pretty sure that costs 3% condition just to, the same as it costs to break down a whole limb just to save 3 minutes on a stick. It's really silly.
Freezing.
That's something that should definitely be changed. Wow, it's a mess here. We gotta get this cleaned up. Alright, let's see. My water is done. Still pretty cold. I'm thinking I'll go up top and grab those fir limbs as well. Let's, while we get warmed up here. Oh, and I need to start making my plans, so I'm going to need the heavy hammer. I'm going to drop these tools for right now and drop this hacksaw. And what condition is this hammer in? 91%. Okay, so I don't really need to repair anything else. And let me see, scrap metal wise. Let's take all but one of this. And I'm gonna prep my coal. Okay, so let's drop all that and like 9 of this. Okay, so I got a pile of forging materials here now. And if I remember, I can take that to the camp office as well, since we don't need it here anymore right now. Okay, nearly warmed up. Let's go and see if I can make a tea. Let's get these heated up as well. And I think we're ready to head up top. If I head to the forge, I want to get an early start. So probably keep an eye on my exhaustion. Yeah, this weather's not exactly favorable, but we'll make it work. Not planning to go far, so I think I'll keep these sticks on me. Go and ditch this ruined torch. Yeah, I really just need to... One day we'll make more progress on this. Oh, I need torches, actually. Let's see. Do I have good torches anywhere? Or do I just need to pull a bunch? Let's take, those. Okay. Enough time spent on this. 2 more sticks ought to do it. Plenty of time there. Grab all of this stuff, and let's go. So I'm gonna go grab the 2 fir limbs from up high. Ooh.
I'm starving.
I actually noticed that before the prompt. I really should be picking these up to eat them. And I think I'm gonna take, I'm gonna take one up top with me. Take a couple up top. Want to kind of have little stashes of food out and about. More than enough water. Maybe I'll leave a little stash of water up top too. So yeah, all I really need to do for my trails, I don't need big trails. I should just go to the docks, each set of them, and make a little arrow with torches pointing towards the island. And then I can just make a small trail from the island. Oh, really? I can't walk between those? A small trail from the island over to Frankie. That way I won't have so many torches just all over the place. Oh, I think I missed my turn. Oh well, we'll go this way. Get some miners sprinting in here just to get up to a flat spot. And then we may have to do that again here. I don't remember the exact route through here. Here's a flat spot. I don't know if this is the way I usually come, but it should work. Okay, we cleared our sprain risk, and it should be a straight shot from here. Sort by condition. Trying to think. Let's actually use a portion of a reishi. Now that didn't do nearly as much as I thought it would. I'll go ahead and grab this spare torch. Okay, so here's the prepper's cache. Probably come here and harvest a rabbit hide to warm up in between harvests here. Maybe only 1 fur limb is out. That's unfortunate. Do have some birch bark respawn. Oh, wait a minute. There's 3 fur... Or is that a cedar? That might be a cedar over there. Alright, well, let's just get this near one first. I think I'm gonna... It's pretty warm. I'm gonna let the torch go out, but let's just have it partial for part of this. And let's go ahead and drop the rabbit for now. Okay. So we're gonna give up on the fire, just to save fuel. Wow, it's warm. Feels like -3. I could almost just go do... Now, let's save my condition for now. After I warm up in here, I might be able to get the other 2 at the same time, though. Alright, did I leave any hides in here before? Doesn't look like it. Let's just do this. The hide by hand, 32 minutes. That should get me pretty much fully warmed up. And I think the meat, honestly, not even really worth dealing with. I guess I could leave the rabbit hide up here, but since I'm going to drop those tools off at camp office, I guess I'll leave that up there as well. So I'll drop that there just in case I end up wanting to come back to harvest more. -2, it's so nice. We should be able to grab both of these fur limbs. Fog means that the weather's unlikely to change for the worse here. I'm just going to leave this. Not the best place for a stash, but... Oh, we'll grab that birch bark on the way back. I don't want to break down that campfire, too. Okay. It's possible to build a fire next to this one, so we'll grab this one first. Oh, that's so nice. Look at that warmth. This is what the late game should be like if I get my other coat made and all my clothes nice and repaired. Alright, let's break this down. And it's getting late, but I still have a ton of energy. Go grab that birch bark.
Sure getting cold.
You know, I'm gonna go look. I think there might be cedar limbs up here. By the time I walk back to Frankie and everything, weather may have changed for the worse. Also, if there's another rabbit up here, I wouldn't mind grabbing it and just taking it back. I feel like... Is that a deer? It is a deer. Let's be an opportunistic hunter here. Yeah, there are 2 cedar limbs. 3 cedar limbs up here. I don't know, am I going to regret this? If I could somehow get it into the cave, that would be ideal. Oh my goodness. And of course it took my arrow away. Yeah, I thought that would be a neck shot and would drop it. I guess I should have aimed directly for the head instead. I just thought I had a better chance of hitting the neck. Alright, well that complicates things, because I really do want that arrow back. I think the best thing to do is if I do manage to find a rabbit.
If I don't warm up soon.
We could go inside and harvest that and come back out for the deer. The other option is I just go home, and then I come back up here and find the deer tomorrow after my foraging trip. The deer should be fine for that long. Don't really need arrows for my foraging trip, and I'm going to be making more arrowheads anyway. Yeah, I think there was just only one rabbit up here for some reason. Alright, let's head back then. Try to keep my health high. Go find another place to harvest limbs. Don't really have time to invest in branches right now.
Sun is setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
Well, looks like it's a good thing I decided to head back. I think we're getting some nasty weather coming in. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is just sleep to get my energy back up. And then, if the blizzard is still going, we'll just work on some chores around base. Otherwise, I might try to go up and do a night harvest of that deer. Frankie, I'm home. I mean, no matter how you look at it, that was an extremely efficient... I got, what, 9 fur out of that? And I don't even need 2 of them to max the fire back out. So, pretty sweet. Alright, I guess I'll keep some of this on me for right now. Let's go drop maybe 4 or 5 of these. Fuel, there we go. Yeah, let's just drop 5. I'm not going to need more than 3. Okay, so, chores-wise, I did want to get a couple more teas made up. Let's make some more reishi. And let's see if I have any birch bark to prep. Oh yeah, I do have a couple. Have 3 of these at the ready. Make 1 more of these. And then I think we'll sleep, and then if we still have time, we'll do some torch harvesting. I do have a little bit of healing to do, so I think I'll sleep in a big chunk, like, looks like I can get about 5 hours in. Let's go and eat. It is tempting to just, like, boil water, though. Yeah, my health is high enough. I can use, birch bark if needed. Let's go and get some batches of water boiled up and do, 2 hours at a time. I wonder if I can do 1.5 liters in 1 hour of sleep. because that was already nearly boiled off. Just about. Alright, we'll go ahead and get started on this torch harvesting. Make sure my clothes are behaving. Everything seems to be dry. Okay, the blizzard's over. I think we will try to go get that deer. Unless it's really, really cold outside. -15. I mean, we're going to have a fire next to the deer anyway. Let's take the hacksaw up there. Grab the water. I think I'll just use like a book and a coal for the fire. Okay, I hate to keep littering, but these aren't going to do me any good right now. Let's take one more torch. And I'm not going to bother with the tea. Just leave some water here. And pick it up later, rather than going all the way back now. Alright, so I do want to be fully rested before we go on this forge trip. So I don't want to spend more than about 3 or 4 hours out here. And then we'll get back and sleep up. Oh yeah, I didn't come this way last time, so... missed out on the sticks. Now, this was a doe, so I do have the option to quarter in an hour, I think. If I want to get 2 extra guts relatively cheaply. I think I might do that. I'd really prefer not to sprain my ankle here, since that requires 4 hours to sleep off. How do I do this again? Oh yeah, I get up here, and then we can just go around. I think there might be a way to go up that way too, but this is pretty easy. I can't tell, the sky's not really clear, and it is the middle of the night, so I don't know if we're going to have crows to help us out. Add a little bit to our stash here. This isn't a huge area up here. Another rabbit. Is that it right there? No, that's a limb. Oh, this is going to be aggravating. I have a hard time finding this deer. We better check in the cave. It's the wrong kind of body. I might end up chopping one of these cedar just to warm up. Here's the rabbit. I hope the deer can't go all the way down on the other side. The area is a little bit larger than I realized.
Oh, so cold.
Might have to come back when there's crows. Well, now I kind of wish I had heated that tea up. All right. Let's head back. I'll warm up next to one of those cedar. And then I'll check the route back towards the rope for the deer. I think I've pretty thoroughly exhausted this side, though. So unless it's up next to the bunker, it's got to be around that way. Or it went down off the high area, which I don't know if it has the pathing to be able to do that. Alright, can I get wind shelter? Maybe up here, next to this one? There's a pretty steep hill right here, so I'm wondering if I could get sheltered from the wind. No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, we'll just take our chances then. Hello? Too windy? Invalid location. Too hilly?
Come on, little fire. Oh, lucky day.
Wow, that's going to be barely enough. Let's just go ahead and get this heated up. And then maybe one of these as well. Go ahead and use the glitch to keep them warm. Okay, I'm not going to spend forever next to this fire. Let's just grab our stuff and go. Let's take a tea and can collect these bad torches later. Keep thinking I hear phantom crows. Where's my hot? Oh my goodness, I got too many teas. That's what's going on. It's been a while since I've had that problem. Yeah, let's drink this. Usually I'm pretty careful not to fill up my inventory like that. Well, that's not a good sign. That must be the wolf that I, yanked the arrow from last episode. Well, if we don't find the deer, maybe I'll just peel the 4 kilos off of that wolf and head back. Shouldn't take long with the hacksaw. Let's just do it now, and then I'll check out the high ground and the prepper location, and then if it's not in any of those spots, and I think we're just out of luck. Yeah, let's go and drink this birch bark. Yeah, it's getting late. We need to head home anyway. Alright, hopefully we can get sheltered here. It doesn't seem to be sheltered. Maybe the wind changed direction or something. 28 minutes. A little bit longer than I was planning on, but... Oh, I lost my torch. Alright, well...
I can't feel my feet.
Well, the first part of this episode went really smoothly, and this middle part, there's a lot of mistakes and frustrations and whatnot, but nothing too serious. I'm just going to scout out this area for the deer before we head back. Take some damage on the way home.
It's so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
Who knows? Maybe we'll see the deer on our way to the muskeg tomorrow. 'Cause if it's not up here, there's a chance it's down low. As long as I'm carrying this meat, we might as well grab another rabbit to take home and skin. Well, it looks like we're going to be using birch bark teas to stay warm on the way to the forge. I really want to keep my health high. Alright, well, I give up. Now, there shouldn't be wolves here. I haven't been out long enough for them to have tracked me this far. Nearly dawn. By the time we get our 3 hours of sleep, should be pretty much the perfect time to leave. Alright, do we have any company. Don't see any. That wolf carcass already disappeared. The one that was right there. That was just last episode, right? How did we lose that? A little bit confusing. Alright, well I guess since I've got this wolf meat, let's go and cook
Think about his food.
all 4 pieces while we sleep. That way I won't have raw predator meat lying around. At least not any more than I already had. Alright, let's get rid of that temporarily. We're good on everything, fire length and everything. Okay. Put that on, sleep for an hour. And just repeat.
Survived another night.
Should be able to just get a partial sleep in here for this last piece. Oh, not quite, maybe in a few minutes. Let's go ahead and drop some of this over here. And we can go and eat one. Oh, really nice weather. Should just go now, but I'm going to wait this out. Okay, so I'm going to drop that and my rabbit hide off at the camp office. Where did I put that rabbit? Okay, it's over here. Let's put this out where I'll see it and remember that I need to get the hide. That'll be ready in 38 minutes. We can probably just about sleep now. Need some cloth to forge. We've got the hammer. Let's just make sure I have cloth on me. Okay, I got plenty. Actually quite heavy. I think I'm going to forge a hatchet, so I'll take the slightly risky move of leaving my hatchet here for now. Oh, and we don't need the hacksaw, because we're not harvesting meat right now. Drop the tools and the rabbit skin off. That should help a bit too. Alright, let's go ahead and sleep. Okay, that's done. Let's put this over here. I might take a few more pieces of meat on my way with me. Let's prep. All this stuff for the trip. I don't know how much of it I'll use. I might as well cook another one as well. Let's do birch bark. Okay, now I'm really planning to push it with this trip. And yeah, I actually want to have some meat for the forge. We're going to try to take like 3 pieces of meat to leave at the forge. And some extra water as well. How's my water? Oh, right, I have a bunch of water over there. Okay, so let's fuel Frankie up, and then... I probably don't need that. Trying not to forget anything important here. Okay, so I'll need a few more sticks. And stash the rest of the fuel. Go in here. Put the cedar away. Can put one fur in there. Put a tinder plug in there for now. Got a few sticks. Quick test to make sure I'm not carrying anything super heavy that I don't need right now. Tools and the rabbit hide are going in the camp office. And I guess I should leave a couple of cloth here. Alright, that's good enough. Let's go. Sticks. Take torch. Add a few more. I really need to get more torches. Okay, let's drop that bear meat for a second. A wolf came over. Guess that's not too surprising. How long on these? Okay. Alright, a few more sticks. I want to grab a book. Let's just grab this one. Easy access. Okay, I think we're ready. Let's let that drop down to 50, I think, is when I can add. Go ahead and pick these up. And grab that last. I want to have the absolute maximum amount of time on here. Okay, we're ready to go. All we need to do is add this last stick. Man, what's the burn bonus on this? Okay, 11:59. Starting at about 44 minutes into my recording. I'll be keeping an eye on that because I forgot the meat. It's okay, we have meat at the transition. I just have to remember to grab a piece. Now, the trick that I'm planning to try to use here, this is a speedrunning technique. I don't know exactly what it's called, maybe toggle sprinting. So the idea is you sprint, but you release the sprint key periodically. So you can see my exhaustion is going down. It's switching between 1 and 3 down there. I'm going to do a little bit of that on the way out there, but I'm actually getting the burn bonus right now while I'm still in Mystery Lake. So I'm going to focus mainly on using that once we get to the muskeg. And I want to make sure I have full energy when we get to the muskeg so that I can make maximum use of that. Let's do a little bit more here. And I'm going to swap this out. Wow, that torch went flying. And let's go in and drop the tools and the rabbit hide. Just put those right here. Tools and rabbit hide. Okay. Double checking. Got my coal. Got my... let's just make sure I have the hammer. I just want to double check everything. Make sure this is kind of wasting time, but okay, I do have the hammer. Alright, let's do it. So what this does is it allows you to run a bit further. Burning basically the same amount of energy. I'm not going to pick up these sticks. We'll get them later. I'm going to focus on the task at hand. And what I'm hoping is that this will allow me to squeeze a few extra minutes out of this trip. So I'm going to go for a 6-hour forge, which is a little bit risky because it takes like maybe a little bit more than 2 hours to get there, 2 hours to get back. So that's 4 hours. 6 hours for the forge is 10. And then there's like, if anything goes wrong, and like let's say it takes 2.5 hours to get there and back, which is probably closer to accurate. So that's 5 hours for travel, 6 hours for forging. That's 11 hours. And then you have to wait for the forge to warm up. So that's another like half hour probably. So it starts to cut it really close. Now the one nice thing, of course, is that I do get the burn bonus. Basically from Frankie to the tunnel, and then when I get back, I believe I also get it from the tunnel back to Frankie. So we have a little bit more than 12 hours to work with. But if I accelerate time through a 6-hour forge, then I basically have about 30 minutes to work with. So I looked at my episode timer was about 44 minutes, so we're looking for the episode timer being at about 1 hour and 14 minutes is our target to return by. And I'll also probably just do a sanity check when we get to the forge. Let's go ahead and drink this. I wasn't paying attention. We'll probably want that for the trip there. In fact, I'm considering just killing a birch bark tea to get some healing as well. Let's do that. And let's not forget to grab a piece of meat here. Alright, so I'm just going to save my energy until we go through the transition. Just take one of these, that way we won't run out of food. We got water. I think I skipped the normal way that you transition. Alright, so let's get this sprint in. So yeah, you essentially keep your momentum for the brief period that you're not sprinting. And so you get to travel at sprint speeds, but keep a little bit of extra energy. So you can go further on the same amount of energy. So now we'll just wait for that to recover. I think it might have been faster to go up that way, but we'll just go around. Nice clear weather. So if this holds, at least on the way there, we shouldn't have any trouble with getting lost. And I should probably remember to switch into my crampons. I'll do that after this next sprint session. Probably have enough energy now. Oh yeah, it's already maxed out. Alright, we're quite warm. I don't think we're going to get cold before we get to the forge anyway, so let's go ahead and make the switch. Just so I don't have to think about it later. This will make it a little bit safer crossing some of these nastier sections. I don't have to be as good with my route. I have a wolf following us on the way there. It's fine. Could scare him off, but like even if my torch gets blown out. Okay. I see those cattails. We're not going to get distracted. We're just going to go straight there. We're under a bit of time pressure here, especially since this will be my first 6-hour forge session if I go through with it. So I really don't want to get too comfortable until I see what the actual results are from this. Now, I have to decide. I think I'll go left. I'm not really familiar with the routes through here. I just kind of wing it, and it usually works out fine. Sometimes I have to go a little bit further around something. All right, let's do some sprinting. I'm going to save some energy because we might have to sprint across some ice. Yeah, so this is the sort of thing that I would think maybe this is a little bit close. But with the crampons... Oh, this is actually really far. Okay, that was way closer than I wanted it to be. But it is possible to do that with the crampons. I probably should have aimed slightly better. And that would have definitely been a Fallen if I didn't have the crampons equipped. But I wouldn't have attempted it without the crampons on. Unless I was being extremely foolish. All these, I'm probably never going to pick these cattails because every time I come through here... Okay, I'm way too far to the right. That's the high blind. We need to go over this way. It's actually not too bad. I think those are the bunkhouses over there, so we're pretty much on track. And so far, only invested 6 minutes since we left, or 7 minutes. So, we should be fine. This is a little bit far. I think this is fine, though. Let's swap this out first. Yeah, we'll do a full sprint straight across here. Okay. And let's go ahead and make use of this toggle sprinting some more. I haven't used nearly all my energy, so... Okay, we got another wolf friend. Let's just go slightly around him. I think this is safe ice here. Okay, and there's our target. Once we get to there, it's easy to find my way up to the homestead. Even if the fog set in now, we'd be fine. So this is kind of what I'm hoping for. If I can get there, basically inside of 10 minutes, which is 2 hours in-game, then we're just set. I'll feel really comfortable about spending the full 6 hours forging. Okay, so when we get a bit closer here, we'll do one last toggle sprint into place. Oh yeah, and I was going to say, I don't know if I already said this, but it's a bit of an exploit, the toggle sprint, I think, but I feel justified because without being able to use the burn bonus when we're outside of our home region, it just cuts my travel opportunities by so much. And I feel like just using a little bit of an exploit to get a tiny bit of extra duration that I can actually go and do things like loot, forge, crafting, bleak inlet stuff, that sort of stuff. I don't know. I feel completely justified in it, so hopefully it's not too annoying for anyone. Okay, could have been sprinting here, but that's okay. Got plenty of time. Let's start with the book, 100%. We're looking at, yeah, so it's exactly... Looks like it took exactly 2 hours to get here. So exactly 10 minutes on the recording. So that's good. We have enough energy probably to do that on the way back, too. This wolf should get scared off. I'm holding a torch, so we have some time to react. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, he's scared. Now, I do have a little bit of time here. I think what I'll do is let's get some of these set up with the glitch, just to save some time later. How are we doing on temperature? Yeah, it takes this thing so long to warm up. We're going to spend a few extra minutes just waiting for that. Now, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 coal here. So I'm going to drop 1 additional coal, just so this place is ready with coal, in case I ever forget to bring coal. Okay, those should... That one's hot. Let's just re-click that. Okay, we're ready. So that didn't take long. Let's just go. So first things first, we're going to forge the... wasn't actually ready for it to go that fast. We're going to forge our hatchet. Okay, let's drop this. Actually, let's just eat that. I should have brought more, but that's fine. And let's drink some water. And we're going to forge arrowheads. Weather looks really nice. I'm feeling pretty confident about this. Let's just go for it. I'll do them one at a time just in case. I can't imagine what exactly would happen to cause me to suddenly change my mind, but I'm going to go for it. Okay, so that's 6 hours. We've got still 20 minutes to get back. It took us 10 minutes to get here, and we have 20 minutes to get back. So I could even probably forge one more set of arrowheads, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to stick to our plan and just go. I'm not going to leave the hammer here. Yeah, okay. It's warm, so... yeah, I'll just leave it at those hot teas. That's fine. I'm feeling confident enough. What's my carry weight? I actually still have almost all my carry weight. If I start doing the toggle sprinting, I'm going to lose a lot of that. I think I will do some, though. And this is with the crampons on. Imagine how... we'd be so warm with the insulation. Alright, so I realized I didn't say, I was actually planning to forge some knives. The reason I did not this time... first of all, with the change to the bearskin coats, we can't actually craft our bearskin coat right now, so we don't really need a knife right this minute. But also, if I'm able to do these 6-hour forges, then there's going to be an optimal way to do them, which is to do 2 knives at a time, since they take 3 hours each. And then when I forge hatchets, unless I want to risk going up to 7 hours and forging a hatchet and a knife, then it makes sense to tack the arrowheads onto the hatchet forge. Sorry, I'm trying to do commentary while I travel here, but I have a lot to think about, so probably coming out a bit choppy. In fact, I know it is. So anyway, because I was running really low on my arrowheads and I wanted to finally get some more of the arrows crafted. Okay, let's just double check. Our crampons are on. We should be able to do this. Feeling pretty comfortable. I could probably grab those. Anyway, I kind of lost my train of thought. Long story short, I wanted to do the arrowheads. Arrowheads go with hatchet, so I craft the hatchet now, even though I don't technically need it right now. Next forge, we will go and craft 2 knives. I think that bear coat has about 5 or 6 more days on it, so we'll probably need to make another forge trip within the next
Feels like night is coming.
3 or 4 days. Can I go here? Okay, then we should be able to get around. I don't think this was the best way to go, but should be pretty much a straight shot from here. Unless I've somehow gotten completely turned around. This actually looks like southeast Muskeg a little bit over here. Pretty sure it's not. You know what? Let's grab this. Make use of that new hatchet. Okay. According to my timer, we still have at least 14 minutes to get back, which is no problem. Run out of torches. Yeah, I'm getting slightly nervous. I know that the rail line is probably just over the hill here, but until I actually see it. Now, I think we came further east and not enough north, and it's actually up significantly further over these hills. Yeah, I think that's a power line over there. So we should be on the right track here. Just looking back, I'm taking note of the fact that there's a double fir limb here. If I see more fir limbs or more sticks around here. Yeah, this is a stick spawn point. I'm going to go ahead and grab some. This could be a location that I come in, just grab a bunch of sticks, chop a few fir limbs, and head back to Mystery Lake. The one problem with that is I feel like I'd have to exhaust all the Mystery Lake resources before that would make too much sense. Alright, here's the rail. Now I know I should be fine. Probably not much point in exhausting my stamina. So yeah, I actually think we'll see how much time is left. I actually think I could talk myself eventually into committing to a 7-hour forge. If I was really on top of everything. I forgot to leave any water there at the forge. I think I'm going to add some to my stack right here. Just so we have some extra supplies. Now, I didn't see the deer. I don't think I was really looking for it.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
Maybe we'll get a nice clear day tomorrow. And I can just kind of walk the perimeter of the lake, see if there's any crows out and about. Oh, I think we might be done. Yep. Alright, that's fine. Trying to remember where the shortcut is. I'm not carrying anything smelly. There's a shortcut I learned recently where you can cut up through here to get to the other side. Kind of tempted to do it. It doesn't really save any time, like maybe a tiny bit. But with no wolves out and about here, I'm not really motivated to do it. There could be wolves on the lake between me and Frankie. That would be a little bit annoying, but it's actually really late. I'm trying to think, what's the closest place if I wanted to get a few chops in tonight? It's nice clear skies, very warm. I mean, there's these cedar limbs, but... maybe just down the river? I was thinking up there, but that's a little bit of a trek to get to.
I would drink almost anything about now.
That branch looks like a respawn. I feel like I would have broken that down. I don't see any sticks around it, though. Alright, Frankie, I'm coming. According to my calculations, you're good for another 8 minutes. Which is... a little over an hour and a half. Plus there's a burn bonus, so I'm guessing we're gonna see 2.5 hours left on Frankie when I get back. And if I do see that, if I see 2.5 or more, then I'd feel pretty confident about making a well-calibrated 7-hour forge run next time. So I guess technically I didn't really need the toggle sprinting for that. It's just nice to have the extra comfort.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
Yeah, it's going to get a lot colder quickly. Oh, 2 hours, 7 minutes. Okay, so a little bit less than I predicted, but still, if I had done the extra hour, this would say 1 hour, 7 minutes, which is, you know, it's a little close, but I could probably live with that. Okay, what do I want to do? I guess we'll just go ahead and spend a few fur. Oh, the other thing is if I'm going to do that forge run, probably want to go get some more coal. I've got a few ideas about how to do that, too. Alright, let's go ahead and put 2 more fur on. Nearly fully warm already. Get some water. Yeah, I think we'll charge this for 2 hours. Grab a torch and just go see if we can get a fur limb. Just let our torch go out. I'm gonna swap my hatchets now that I have, first of all, we can drop that. And this is the smart way to do it. Pick up the other hatchet before you leave yourself completely defenseless for a second. Wait. Did I forge the right thing? Yeah, okay. Drop the good hatchet. Okay, now I think I'm going to stop using whetstones altogether. I think I'm going to wear this hatchet down to around 30%-ish. I don't know exactly how low it has to get before I risk completely breaking it. We got to take this shot. Oh no, I don't have any arrows. Well, that's a shame. Gotta go get some of those crafted up first thing tomorrow. I got too many things on my list now. Because we still have an arrow hiding with that other deer. Yeah, it's really warm with this torch. So, I think it's a good idea to go ahead and grab this. I feel like this has to have respawned by now, right? Yeah, there it is. Just have the 50% torch. Alright, we'll just let this go out. I mean, it's going to go out anyway. I was thinking about having one go for longer. Well, that's all I'm going to be able to do. Alright, well, that worked out. Grab a few sticks and head back.
Jeez, this is cold.
Should break down these fires at some point. Clean up. Well, that was frustrating. I returned to my fishing hut, and I was preparing to go to sleep, and my game crashed. And of course, I hadn't saved since the camp office, which was before we went over to the forge. So I had to go back and redo all of that off camera. Everything went pretty much the same. There was a few minor changes. Let's get back into the game here. So, I wanted it to feel worth my while. So I went ahead and did the extra forging of the arrowheads. So I forged 6 instead of 4. So I did do the full 7-hour forge. Looks like we already had one of the arrowheads on us. And then on the way home, it was really foggy, so I didn't find that maple sapling. And I also didn't go try to chop that fir limb, because we got home. It was pretty late, and it was so foggy. I think it was clear last time, so I didn't think I'd have the light for that. So I just came home and cooked a piece of meat and slept to save the game, so that I didn't run into that problem again. Okay, so taking stock, it also looks like I lost a little bit more health this time, so I think I am just gonna go for the full 10-hour sleep. Let's grab some fur here. But yeah, man, I just gotta remember to stop in to places like the camp office. Looks like we need 2 more fur, and let's grab a couple pieces of coal to replenish our stocks. And I also need to... let's pick this up. And let's drop the hammer and my brand new hatchet. Still got plenty of organization to do here. I guess I'll go ahead and harvest these couple of torches before we go to sleep. Yeah, so normally when there's a crash, I'll just cut out the part of the game where the crash occurred and then re-record with commentary. But this time I had just done so much I didn't want to redo all of that commentary, so I figured we're just going over to the forge. It's probably going to go about the same, and it did. So I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Sorry for the slight changes from the recording. We should actually grab all this bear meat and move it back here. Okay. So I said I was going to do a couple of harvests here. And let me think about if there's anything else. I think I still have my crampons on. Check that in a second. Oh yeah, we need to get to sleep. With a full 10-hour sleep, we're going to wake up pretty late. I was hoping to find that deer and or craft arrowheads in the morning. Or craft arrows, I mean. But we might not end up having time for that. Oh, this is down to 69%. We're going to have to... Gonna have to go ahead and do a repair on that soon. Let's see. What is this? What's the requirement? Let's just open it up here. This way. Just a single cloth and the 2 down, which I'm guessing I have in here. Oh, wrong drawer. As is typical, I always open the wrong one. Is that everything? I know I have at least 1 down. Oh, I do just have the 1 down. Alright, so we actually need to go grab a ptarmigan at some point. So add that to the never-ending list of stuff that I need to do. Alright, let's go ahead and throw a couple of sticks on here. That's more than enough for the night. And top up water and finally go to sleep. Double check my status, make sure I'm not doing something silly here. Okay. Well, it's not clear, so there's probably no point in going to look for that deer. I think I'll just wait for heavy wind to go do the arrowheads. Let's go get that fur limb now. That'll kind of bring the universes back in sync. We also, yeah, after that forge trip where we didn't really get anything except for the hatchet, we need to
I would drink just about anything right now.
replenish stores. Go ahead and drink a little bit of water. And I'm going to heat up this birch tea. Let's heat up both of them, and we'll probably drink a partial only. Another one as well. 1, 2, 3 open slots, so that's going to fill up my slots, so I don't need to cook anymore for a while. I'm thinking maybe I should, because I don't ever use coffee. I have some coffee. Yeah, I should actually carry rosehip pies as my emergency fatigue food, and then just carry 1 coffee. That'll give me a bit more room in the drinks wheel, because I don't really need the room in the food wheel. Especially once we get some more cattails, I can ditch these, plus I'll have the rosehip pies for true emergencies. Alright, let's go grab this fur limb. But, yeah, I'll put the full 2 hours on there. 2 liters. Won't take 2 hours. Maybe an hour and a half. Oh, right, this deer. Well, I don't have any arrows right now, so you're off the hook. Yeah, this might turn into some kind of a storm, in which case we'll absolutely go to the camp office, craft a bunch of arrows. Alright, let's just drink a partial birch bark. Maybe about half. Not gonna need the whole thing, I don't think. And I'll keep this torch going just for a little bit of extra warmth. Just gonna basically sacrifice this whole torch while we chop. Trying to get into wind shelter here. Not quite. I'm not gonna be able to reach it from over here. Alright, well, maybe the wind will shift in my favor. Go and do this. Could have had a little bit more tea. That's fine. We have a lot of health.
Too cold to think.
I don't think I can justify going inside to craft right now.
Man, all I can think about is food.
I think what we'll do is we'll head over to camp office, and we'll hop in and out. Maybe chop a limb, go back in, craft arrows, head back out, etc. And just kind of wait and see what happens with this weather. I think I may have to accept that my deer and my arrow are gone. Especially with that weird thing where the wolf next to the hut here despawned so quickly. Like, I shot it at the end of the last episode, and at the start of this one, it was already gone, I think. So, it's supposed to last for 3 days, so I'm not sure what's up with that. Maybe because it stayed thawed the whole time. This is just a complete random theory. But maybe it takes a lot more damage while it's thawed. And so that's why it vanished so quickly. Oh, we got that rabbit to deal with. I think I might go ahead and grab that hide right now. Just while we're warming up here. Let's make a small amount of water while we do that. And let's go eat. Okay, 9 hours. 32 minutes by hand. Probably could have done more like a liter. Okay, wasted some time there, but that's fine. I just wanted to get that done. And here comes the wind, so head over to camp office and do some crafting and then just hop in and out. That should work fine. I guess we might be able to grab a cedar limb first. Let me just warm up some teas. Do our partial and a couple of rosehip teas. Just so we have some options. I mean, reishi, of course. Okay, anything else heavy that I'm carrying that I want to get rid of? I could honestly start leaving the crampons behind. We need a new bow soon. Yeah, I'm only going to need the crampons for specific circumstances. Right, the fur. Okay, let's go drop these. Okay, we're good for a while. I guess maybe I can take a torch. Come on. Nope. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, this is pretty heavy wind. I mean, I guess maybe I could make use of the tea. Maybe we get sheltered and chop a cedar limb up here. And then we go into the camp office if the weather is still bad, which it probably will be. Most of the cold is just wind. It's mostly going to come down to whether I can get sheltered. Yeah, let's do it. I'll drink a partial reishi. Go to about there. Nothing else, we'll just break down a few branches. Or these scrub brush. Alright, so we got one branch up there. Let's go check for the cedar limb. I think I'm going to start chopping the cedar, but just the ones that are kind of close to base. I think cedar is efficient enough to justify. I can't quite get to this while being in the wind shelter. Let me see if there's another one. Or heck, we can just turn this into a stick harvest. Forgot about all these sticks here. Okay, it looks like that cedar is my only option. Let's just go for it. Otherwise I have to go all the way across there and we'll get cold on the way there. Just trying to see if I can get maybe sheltered by that tree. No, doesn't look like it. All right, we'll just take a little bit of damage. Yeah, barely took any damage. All right, so now we go inside. We start working on our arrows.
Wait. I'm so cold. I'm warming up a bit.
Go ahead and eat. Okay, I believe over here, here's my tools. Let's put another rabbit pelt down. And let's see. Let's put some of these birch saplings in the drawer here. I think I already made arrow shafts a while ago in anticipation. Yeah, so we've already got 4 arrow shafts. Let's get 2 of them out. Yeah, let's get them all out. We're going to make all those. And let's put all these birch saplings away. And I think I brought my tools. I think I just picked them up. So 45 minutes. Let's do it. And then we're completely warm after just 1 arrow craft. So back outside. It does sound pretty bad though. Full blizzard. Maybe we get into shelter here and just chop a few things. Wait, did the wind just change direction again? Yeah, I can't quite get sheltered for that. That's fine. What about this? Oh, those are rose hips. Never mind. Alright, well, I asked for a blizzard so I could justify doing all this crafting, and here it is. Need crow feathers. Okay, we should have plenty of those. Let's take like 9. Let's go ahead and make yeah, let's just make all 3 of them. Get it out of the way. Blizzard's still going, it sounds like. Trying to clean up a little bit here. Let's put all these in the trash. Here's a trash can. Wait, there's no trash can in here. Alright, this is the new trash can. Can't be bothered to harvest all those right now. Let's just go make sure that I'm not misinterpreting this blizzard. Wind is coming from a terrible direction, so we'll just keep going. Gotta be careful, this is indoors time. I don't want to stay here too long, and okay, so let's grab the knife. I don't want to mess up Frankie. Okay, so we'll make 1 more set of these, and that should take care of most if not all of my arrowheads. Okay, 39 minutes. The knife away. Should start working on the bow. I think I'm gonna wait until I get my new knife. Uh-oh. Okay, so if I'm looking at the workbench and I back straight up into this corner and then turn, here's the first aid kit. Here's the door. Okay, so I should be able to get out of here, even if it's pretty dark. I can also use this to navigate. Oh, they took away the red glow on the spot. They still snap it to place, so you can still use it to figure out where things are in the dark. Certain things. All right, let's just get some more arrows made. We need more crow feathers, of course. 9 more should do it. And we're gonna do these one at a time, just because I don't think. Let's go and do one more. Now it actually got too dark. All right, fair enough. Time to head home. Can't really do anything useful here anymore. I can see well enough to just, you know, let's go back and put the tools here. I actually probably don't need to craft anything for a while, so I'm going to put everything away. Okay, so tools. The one thing is the bow, but we don't need to make more arrows for a while now. Put all these ingredients away. Need to ditch that charcoal. Got 5 arrows. Living a life of luxury. Oh, it's too full for that? Alright, I think that's good enough. Got a few more things to get rid of back at home. But overall, we're pretty happy. Okay, I can still see the door. We'll just walk over this way. A little bit too easy to get stuck on things in here, trying to move around. Okay, Frankie, I'm headed home. Let's see, I should have the arrows on the ice, right? It's been a while since I made this trip, I think. Should be... yeah, here we go. So we just follow this. And we got sort of our weak trail marker. Don't really need to run. That says that way. What is that torch doing over there? Just get rid of that. I'm gonna make sure I'm headed in the right direction. And pretty soon here we should get to the very well marked trail. Yeah, there's my ton of things. Those are way off. We'll straighten this out a little bit. Also gonna probably have fewer of these. Oh, there goes the blizzard. So it's too late to have any light, unfortunately. Should probably have spent fur instead of cedar, but it's fine. 1 fur and polish off with sticks. Okay, and I think what I'll do, since we're kind of trapped here, not going to really be able to do anything useful out there. Let's grab some raw bear meat. Oh, we're almost out. Not going to be able to sleep more than 7 hours. And let's grab some cooked bear meat to eat. That's fine. Okay, time to sleep. Hour at a time, get some cooking done. Make sure the fire's good. Frankie is well fueled. And this is going to make us smelly, but I'm just going to keep the bear meat on me. It might be light enough to do stuff, but go ahead and get our sleep in. It's starting to get cold. So, what should we do tomorrow? First of all, I've got to remember, because I'm in a new recording session here, but I think I had about an hour, maybe more, on the last one, so I actually might just end this recording here once we make it to morning. Oh, we actually got several hours left until morning. Interesting. Okay, so we'll drink water after this. So I'm thinking I might go to the ravine and get that rope tied off. It'll allow us to get down there and get the stim at a later date. Been meaning to do that for a while. We actually have a little bit of time to kill here before it's officially morning. I think I can probably squeeze one more hour of sleep out. So let's go ahead and just make sure that all of this is cooked. Hopefully there's no wolves around. Go ahead and throw this on and see if it'll let us get to sleep. Probably only about 40 minutes of sleep, so there might be maybe 15 minutes left on this bear meat when we wake up. Yeah, 19 minutes until ready. It's just now becoming morning. So what I'll probably do is, the weather doesn't look great. I'm not actually sure. This is going to be a problem for me to figure out next episode. But yeah, one thing I absolutely have to remember is every time I walk by a structure, if I haven't saved in the last, like, 10 minutes, I've just got to go through the structure and come back out because I do not want to lose another, like, half hour to an hour. I don't know. It was probably more like 50 minutes that I lost of progress. Pretty insane. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching.